Hello there. This is Danny Ceballos with your day 10 in your 28-day leadership development series of challenges. So welcome. We are in the week where we are discussing motivation and engagement. We've talked so far about the important concept of flow, of being in flow. Yesterday, we talked about something we know that still holds true, and that's understanding Maslow's hierarchy of needs and how that intersects with your ability to be fully engaged and motivated. And now we're going to be talking about your brain. We could talk about the brain forever, but I want to give you just something to think about today that I think will really be helpful when you're understanding what the brain of a leader needs to understand about their own brain, what you need to understand about your own brain. So we can essentially think of the brain as two large structures, right? It's much more involved than what I'm giving it credit for, but I want you to think about two parts of the brain, which is essentially the front part of the brain, which is the cognitive, the frontal cortex part of the brain. That's where our executive functioning is happening, where our thinking is happening, versus the back side of our brain, which is the reptilian part of our brain. It's the limbic part of our brain. It's the emotional part of our brain. So why are those two things important? Because the science is super clear on this. When we are trying to become motivated and engaged, we need to really understand that the emotional part of that is actually what happens quicker and faster than the thinking part of our brain. So how does that translate into actual work? So it means that you will have an emotional reaction to anything before you have a thinking reaction. And so what we really need to do as leaders and managers is to be able to identify that our emotional reaction really is only the first part of what we need to do to fully engage our brain. We need to actually wait or spark the frontal part of our brain, the thinking part of our brain. Otherwise, the emotional part of our brain will continue to take over. So this is what I want you to do today. I want you to think about the people that you are working with now and how can they best feel safe, valued, and heard so that they can quiet their emotional brain and engage their thinking part of their brain. Think about this for yourself as well, but I really want you to think about somebody that you work with right now. How can you help them, again, to tame the emotional needs of being seen, valued, and heard, which is that back part of our brain wants to be satisfied before the front part of our brain really can be fully engaged. That's your assignment for today. Take that challenge and run with it, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 11. Have a great day.